All right, guys, welcome back. This is the problem of using free stuffs. The quality is always a problem. Okay, so let's return back. So at the end of the day, that's why I keep saying take notes. So at the end of the day, we have the p-intercept. We calculated that already as 50. So we just said it's the same as b, which is 50. So the q-intercept is what we were dealing with. Then something like that. So the equation we had was p equals to minus 2q and plus 50. Obviously, we know that this is our b and this is our a. So we said that for to find q-intercept before, this is what we concluded, b over a. But what we forget, that's why I was asking you, there was an error. So it's not b over a, but rather minus b over a. Minus b divided by a. You understand? So that's the only way we can have the q-intercept. So we know that b is what? Is 50. We have minus. Then b is what? 50. We have 50 here. Then over a is what? Minus 2. So we cancel this, we cancel this. 2 into itself once, into 50 is 25 times. So we have 25 as the q-intercept. So what this intercept means is like, we have our coordinates. These are something we have seen in high school, x and y coordinates. So we are saying here for p-intercept, so x and y, this is a general case, but now we are dealing with an application. So x there is p and y there is quantity. So we are saying that if quantity is 0, then the price is 50. So for here is just saying the same thing. We are saying that if price is 0, quantity is 25. So we can use these 2 points to graph. So we can graph this, and on the vertical axis, which used to be y, but now it will be p. On the horizontal axis,
could you please explain the minus b over a, please?
This is to find the q-intercept. This is the formula you will use. Before we just said b over a, but it should be minus b over a. And we know that b is what? Is 50. So you have minus here, then the 50 you have it as b over what? A. And a is what? Minus 2. So minus 50.
When you are always trying to find the q-intercept, it should be minus b over a.
Exactly. That's why I was even asking you, do you notice any issue with the equation? So q-intercept, I repeat again, is minus b over a.
Okay.
I repeat again, it's minus b over a, not b over a. So we have this. So here, yes?
How do you get minus b over a? How do
I
get minus b over a?
How this minus b over a came about? Are you asking how we got minus b over a? All right, I think that we lost that guy. So minus b over a, that's the formula. But if you want, I can show you how minus b over a came about.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you don't just want to use it blindly, remember this was the general case. P equals to a times q plus b. So we want to find q-intercept. And if you want to find q-intercept, this is what you should ask. It just means if price is 0, what will be the value of q? That's the meaning of q-intercept. So we substitute 0 here. P is 0 equals to a over q plus b. remember we are finding Q, that is the Q intercept, then P is equals to 0. So this
Yes, yes.
plus B will come here. That's how the minus B came about, which equals to
Okay.
A over Q.
Yeah.
So remember, we are not finding A times Q, but Q. So we divide this and we divide this. So at the end of the day, Q will be what? That is the Q intercept minus B over A. That is how this came about.
Okay, got it.
Great. So I can even ask you, drive Q intercept. I can only give you this equation in a general form, and I ask you to drive the Q intercept. So we should also, that's a good question. We should also know how they came about. That's a good question. So we go on.
Mr. Kure,
Yes.
I'm sorry before going for that. If, you are giving A as -2 and B as 50 to find for P and Q, right?
Yes.
So with that, I'm going through the procedures that you give us. So if you try to substitute Q for 9, and you have a different number. I got 32, and if you substitute 10 for P, you have 20. Is that also not correct?
No. We will come to that. You are a bit ahead of us. So first, as I always said, when you are graphing, find the P and Q intercept. Because what we are doing, this is a graph. First, we need to know these 2 points. That is, here is P intercept and Q intercept. So P intercept, we are to find it. If you don't want to do a lot of work, you can just look at the equation and you said it's B, which is 50. I will come to your question. So if you want to find the Q intercept, you can just look at it. We noted that this is nothing but B. Now we said for Q intercept is nothing but minus B over A. And we know that we have minus, and we know that B is what? Is 50. Then over A, and A is what? -2. So this will give us nothing but 25. So this point is 25. So there could be other points here. There could be other points here. For example, we said that when Q is, let's say 9, let's say here 9, we might want to know what will be the price. You understand? So for example, we might say here, when this is 9, that is the second part of the question. I don't want to go further. When the Q is 9, what will be the price? We can calculate that. So the B part of the question, it says that when price is 10, when the price is 10 here, what will be the quantity? We don't know it yet. When the quantity is 9, we don't know it yet. So to know this, you just substitute here and you'll have the value of this. But the first question, before you even go to the A and B part, we need to graph, or we need to sketch, or we need to draw the graph. And to draw the graph, we need to know these 2 points, is what we were doing. So you will see that, I think you have even calculated it already. If the quantity is 9, obviously if you substitute, you will have something like 32. I think this is what you are saying. If the price is 10, yes, then you will have something like 20. These are the latter part of the question. But we need to sketch the graph first. So we will come to that. I don't know whether this answered your question.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so you are a bit ahead of us.
Okay.
So for the sake of the class, I will erase it. We are at different wavelength. So let's go back. We have this. So now we have this. We know that this is okay. So first, we have to find P intercept and Q intercept. So P intercept is the B, while Q intercept is the minus B over A. Now we have this. This was the first part of the question. Sketch a graph of demand function. Now we have done the first part of the question. So the second part asks us, that is the A part. The A part says what? To find P when quantity is 9. So the solution to this is simple. First, you need to bring your demand function, which is equals to P equals to minus Q plus 50. Yes.
Can you go back to the diagram, the sketch? Because I want to see it properly.
Sorry?
I said, can you go back to the sketch? I want to see it properly.
I'm not getting you. Can you write to the chat box, please? Can you ask your question in the chat box? I'm not getting you very well. The connection seems to be very poor today. Just, you can type it so that I can pick it from there. All right. So I will pick it there once you ask. And okay. So here it's saying that to find P, we are finding P when quantity demanded is 9. So all what you need to do, wherever you see Q here, you substitute 9 into it. So our P will be minus 2 times 9 plus 50. So we'll have P as what? P equals to minus 18 plus 50. And this will give us what? Let's see it. How much?
32.
32. So the price will be 32 when the quantity is 9. So graphically, we can try to graph it. We have P here, and then we have quantity here. Remember that we know our intercepts already, which is 50. Oh, she's asking the sketch. Okay, I'm doing the sketch again as well. So this is the original sketch, which is 50. That is the P-intercept. And here is the Q-intercept, which is 25. And how do we got this 50? It's just the B. So this is B, and this is A. So how do we got the 25? Is just minus B over A. So minus, what is our B is 50, and what is our A is this minus 2. So when you divide this, then you have 25. So this is the original sketch. So I guess your question is answered. So coming back to A, it says that when price, remember, this is price, the coordinates, and Q. So it is telling us that when quantity is 9, price is 32. So we can sketch this, and probably if quantity is 9 here, then the price is 32. So this is what we have here. So if you are seeing that when the price falls down to 32, okay. So we have this. So this is what we need to know for the A part of the question. So the quantity, if quantity is 9, then the price will be 32. So it is telling you that when the quantity reduces to 9, what will happen? The price will fall from 50 to 32. So you can see that there is a negative, how to call it? There is a negative relationship. So what happened was quantity fall, not so. From where? From 25 to 9. And what happened to the price? We have seen 25, 9, okay? So we have seen price obviously will go up. Remember, this 25 and this is what is connected. So we have this. But not to confuse you, first, let's evaluate it. When we evaluate it, we have 9 here and this 32. So we have a situation here whereby we have 9 and the price is 32. So let's do B part. You will understand what I'm trying to put across. We cannot use the intercept to explain the law of demand. So the B part is we are finding the quantity. It said find quantity when price is 10. So at the same time, we bring our demand function, which is P equals to minus 2Q plus 50. So wherever we see P, we put 10 there. P is given to us, which is this, equals to minus 2Q plus 50. So all what we are going to do, we collect the like terms. This will be 10 minus, this is plus, is coming here, it will be 50. Minus 50 equals to minus 2Q. And this will be minus 40 equals to minus 2Q. We are interested in Q, so we divide both sides by minus 2. So at the end of the day, we'll have Q as what? As 20. So it is telling us that if price is 10, then quantity demanded will be what? 20. So now that we have 2 points different from the intercepts, let's try to draw our graph and see this. So we have our P axis, that is the price, and Q axis, that is the quantity. So our intercepts are 50 and 25. So the A part, we have what, 32 and 9. We said that if the quantity is 9, the price will be what, 32. So the latest one, we said that if the price is 10, if the price is 10, the quantity demanded will be what? 20. So let's try to look at this. We see that when price, this, let's call this point A. Please, let's pay attention to here. We are going to do some analysis. So at point A, look at here. Let's look at this in terms of even graph table. We have point A here. So at point A, the price, then we have quantity. So we look at point B. So at point A, the price was how much? 32, while the quantity demanded was 9. At point B,
9, yeah.
the price was 10. The quantity demanded is 20, right? So if you look at this table, what could you see here, the relationship between price? We have seen that when price goes down, the price goes down from 32 to 10, what happened? The quantity demanded increases, not so?
Yeah.
So we can, it's showing that there is a negative relationship between the the price and the quantity demanded. So as price is going down, quantity demanded will increase, and it's even shown by this downward sloping demand line. So it is telling you, this is also confirmed by this -2, which is the slope. So the slope there is 2. So what we could see here, we have this 22. I'm trying to also calculate the okay, so this slope, we can even calculate it. So slope is the same as change in price. This is change in price over change in quantity. So this -2, I'm trying to tell how it came about. So change in price is what? That is 32 minus 10, not so. Then all over 9 minus 20. So 32 minus 10, still with the slope, is what? It's 22, right? Over 9 minus 20 is how much? Is 11, minus 11. So 22 divided by minus 11, that will give you what? -2. So this is how this 2 minus 2 came about. So when sometimes a graph could be given to you like this, so if you have 2 points on a graph, you can calculate the slope. So let's assume that this is not given to you, but they only give you this graph. You can establish the equation by yourself, because you will say that the price equals the slope. And if you have these 2 points on a line, you can calculate the slope just like we did. So we have calculated this. It's -2. Then you multiply it by the quantity. Then you know that plus B, and you know that the B is what? Is the 50. So with only the graph, with graph also, you can establish the equation. That is the demand function. If you only have the graph with the 2 points and you have the intercepts, then you can establish the demand function or the equation by yourself. So we can drive the curve from the equation, but we can also drive the equation from the curve as well. So the slope, this is how we got it. So it's just change in price. So once you have 2 points on a linear demand line, we can calculate the slope. So once you have the slope, then you can establish this even if it's not given to you. So we will stop here until next class, whereby we looked at a shift in demand. Like, what is there a possibility whereby here this can shift and come here, or it can shift and come here? This is what we will be looking at next class. But for now, let's go back. The notes that I shared with you, if you read it, you will understand, because most of these things are coming from there. So we will stop here. So I will stop here. If you have a question, you can ask. Or if you want to make a contribution, you can do before we run out of time. Or is it tough? We haven't started calculus yet. We are just doing the warm-up.
Mr. Chule,
Yes?
if you already find the slope already,
Yes.
is it that you will always take B as the price, the higher price there?
Like this one.
Yes, you know, you took 50 as B.
50? Can you ask your question again, please? Is she with us?
Said our is 50.
Okay. Can you type your question? Today the connection, God knows, it's horrible. Can you type your question if possible so that I can pick it from the chat box?
Gaturi,
Yes.
will you post today's video on the YouTube channel?
I will try today or tomorrow.
Okay.
I will. I can get caught up, can be so busy on that, but I will try today or tomorrow, yeah. Let's ask questions. Let's ask. In fact, I welcome them. I like them.
Hello, Mr. Ture.
Yes.
You were saying there could be some scenarios whereby the graph itself will be, yes, some scenarios whereby the graph itself could be given to you.
Exactly.
So that you could derive the equation from there.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, okay. So meaning you have to go by the slope which says percentage change in price over percentage change in quantity, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So what I was trying to say, let me read this question. Okay, someone said, could I send the videos? Yes, I will send the videos today or tomorrow. Normally, to send it to the page, WhatsApp page, it will be so difficult to download it, and but YouTube, it will always be there. So I normally upload it to YouTube. I think that's easier for everyone. What do you think, class? Should I send it to the page or upload it to the YouTube?
YouTube. I think YouTube.
Yeah. So it takes a lot of time to upload it, because I once tried with during last trimester. It takes time. But YouTube, you go and play it. You don't need to download it.
Okay, okay. So, but when you post it on YouTube, can we have the option to download it directly from YouTube?
Yeah, let me check whether I have to make some, how to call it. I think there is a possibility. I'm not sure, but I have to look at the setup, the settings, and see. So that maybe some people might want to download it once. But if it's going to be a problem, I can send it to the page as well.
You send the link of YouTube.
Sorry?
She said if you send the...
I said you can download it from the YouTube also.
You tried it, right? It worked?
Yes, I tried.
Okay,
the
fine.
The last link you sent, I downloaded the 2 videos.
Okay, then you can liaise with her. I'm not that technological, how to call it. So she said that it's possible. She said that. So the next question is that we use B as 50, and I said, is that in that case, many other questions you use the highest? No. It depends. Question 50 is not the price, it's the P intercept. You understand? P is I think next class I will go through over 1 or 2 things, but you have to deal questions case by case. What we do here cannot, the general intuition applies, but 50, I don't even, all right, we have 10 minutes. We use B as 50, and I said, is that in that case, in any other question, you use the highest price. So 50 is not it's not the highest price. 50 is just a P is the highest price. You are right on that. Is the p-intercept and the highest price. That's true. You use the highest price. I got your question now. Fatmata Ann, yeah, that's right. That's right. So 50 is the highest price. You use it. But the highest price in another question might be 100. So it's not always 50. I got your question now. Another question, yes, if you have a YouTube downloader, you can download. Okay, someone is helping us. If you have YouTube downloader, you can use it to download the videos from YouTube. So get a YouTube downloader to get the videos. All right, if there is no other questions, have a happy weekend and enjoy your weekend. We see each other. Go through the notes. If you don't understand, you can still bring the question in our next class Saturday. And have a great.
Sorry,
Sorry?
Mr. Ture, just one quick question before we go.
Sure. Go on.
These questions are normally, for these questions, the first thing we normally do is to find the intercepts for the
Great,
two
yes.
variables,
First
right?
step, yes. First step, yes.
From there, go on to sketch the graph, and from the graph, use the questions that we are given to find the slope, right?
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
So it will also help you to go back and learn about demand and supply. You know, I think I have a notes. I don't know where I have, but Google. If you Google it, you will have a lot of notes. So some of the economic interpretation is coming from demand and supply. You know, so if you haven't taken introductory course in economics, just spend 1 hour and read about demand and supply, how the graph shifts, something like that. It will help you out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, have a nice weekend, and please stay safe.
Thank you.